Let's see, so we're in the wrong spot, Sam. We need to be over here somewhere. And then I think it was... let's see. It's kind of up there somewhere, but we can't see it from here. But... somewhere around there. So let's see if we can't jump on the wall, shall we? Do a bit of the old parkour, that never fails for us, does it? And we need to keep our eyes open. There it is. You see it? That's the Crucible Knight. So, can we hit it from here, or do we need to venture further along the wall? I see it quite clearly now, I know what I'm looking for. It's an age-old tradition with Souls games that there's a boss that you can just cheese with bow and arrow from somewhere. With Sif in Souls 1, you could ping him from outside of the boss room. Dragon Rider in Souls 2 could be pinged from outside the boss room. And now, a Crucible Knight. Which is good, because screw these guys, honestly. They're the worst. Just about to see his head there. That's a good spot. Let's see if we can hit him from here. So we're going to need the poison arrows, because we're probably not actually going to damage him. But if we can hit him a few times with the old poison, then it should proc. Doesn't look as though it's reaching though. And I'm guessing we don't have the arrows reach talisman, because, yeah. Whoa! That was an error. Hands up who saw that coming. Everyone? Yeah. At least we can go and get arrows reach talisman now. That was our plan all along. I'm not even sure if it is required, but it'll make me feel like this is more possible. We'll just ignore those sky wolves. Now, I think it's the one that's down here in Limgrave. I'm sure it is, in fact. Well, aren't you strong? Get out of it. I assumed we were just going to breeze through that guy, but I guess not. That guy, on the other hand, yes. Also that guy. Hey, arrows reach. I remembered a thing. To Redmane. I'm not even sure if it's worth killing this boss, but we'll do it nonetheless. Now, where's our runes? Up on the wall. Makes sense. We're probably best off clearing all these lads, aren't we? Ouch. Radahn Soldier Gauntlets, that's kind of cool. What gauntlets have we got equipped? Knight Gauntlets. Although we've got Godric Gauntlets as well. But that's fine. Now let's see if we can't get back our runes without spuffing this up too badly. And so we'll try the old arrow's reach and see how this goes for us. Now that might have hit the rock in front of him. That hit him. Oh, it did do damage. Good. So if you're close enough, you can actually see the damage meter. How many arrows does it need? Because we've got pretty good arcane, so it shouldn't take too many. Oh, we're using the wrong arrows. Well, that's fine. We didn't waste any of the serpent arrows then. There we go. And now we wait. If this was anything other than a Crucible Knight, I might feel a pang of regret for this cheese-tastic strategy. But no, screw these guys. They're the worst. I mean, I suppose they're not the worst if you can parry. Which is to say, these guys are the worst. And there we go. Crucible Knight bested. Regrets? 0. Now we should probably go and deal with his mate. Preferably without dying on the way back to the Virgin, because if they both... I'm sure that guy will respawn if we fail. I'd really rather that doesn't happen. Right, so the Virgin's keeping an eye out for us, but it doesn't know where we are. We'll do in a moment, though. Now it does. See you later, shitlord. And let's switch out our talisman for... We still haven't got the claw talisman. We should get that on everyone. Right, come on soldiers. Do your work. Oh god. God, this fight. Yep, Crucible Knight's thinking about dropping in, it seems, but that's not happening anytime soon. Oh, fuck off. And now we're dead. So Crucible Knight's probably coming back. Kind of forgot that the Misbegotten is actually pretty tough. I need to stop dodging backwards, basically. And yeah, here comes the Crucible Knight. But how full of arrows is this lad? Right, well done everyone. Now let's deal with this shitlord. Oh, how did he hit me there? I was behind him. Oh, fuck you with your range on that. How long was that range? Honestly. It was well out of reach. Tell you what though, we did a lot better than I expected. I guess cheesing it was maybe unnecessary after all. Maybe I just need to believe in myself. And my archers. Get off my boys. What they ever do to you, eh? Right. Now it's Crucible night time. Go on, lads. Sort him out. I'll keep him busy. Yeah. Those bloody AoE stomp attacks are the worst. At least we know he can be poisoned. Yeah, you keep your back turned to my archers. Good lad. Oh, we staggered him for a moment. I do worry that he's about to get some OP attacks on his side, but yeah. So we'll have our physic. Ah, oh, fuck you with your tail whip. I don't even know if there's any good reason to be fighting these lads. We don't need to progress past them. They might not have any decent drops. I just don't know. But we'll try again. Good start. How big was that combo? Oh, fuck you with your double stomp and your swing. Yeah, that guy's not much better than the Crucible Knight, to be honest. Now, how are we doing for the old arrows? Got 600 in storage. Turns out there's no sensible way to get Stormwing bone arrows because you just got to grind the Stormhawks to get the feathers, so that sucks. So we're mostly sticking with the regulars. But how are we doing for crafting mats as well? Because I might just do a smidge of grinding just to get some more beast bones. Let's have a look. Thin beast bones 26. Okay, we've got a handful. Although now we haven't. Now we're out. So maybe we'll kill this old birdo once more. Looks like we might have killed it, but we'll kill it again. Then we'll go buy some bones. Thin beast bones, how many can we buy? 160. That keeps us going for a bit. That's all good. And our longbow's that's plus 13, which is very nice. Do we have any Ashes of War we could apply to it? I'm not certain. Let's see. We just got Mighty Shot, and that will just give us standard affinity. So where do we get the wet blade that would allow us to give it extra dex scaling? Right, back in Stormvale to find ourselves a wet blade. So if we go down this lift, does that take us to the Scion? Well, it takes us where the Scion was before we archered the heck out of it. That's a cool picture. Dude with a big axe. And a lion. Now, is it up here that we get it? Not 100%. That lad wants a piece. He's got a shield, which is not our friend. As for this lad... Mighty shot is pretty mighty, it seems. Good enough to 3-shot a Banished Knight. Very nice. Well, it's probably not up here because this is where you get the old Mimic's Veil. Which maybe we'll put on a slot. Could come in handy at some point. Right, so that's where we got the regular... Oh no, isn't that where you get the wet blade? Unless we do have it, and you just can't put anything... Yeah, let's have a quick check. We should have done this first, really. Yeah, we have got it. So heavy, keen or quality can be chosen. I guess you can't put those on bows then, because... Screw you, I guess. It's unfortunate. Oh well, this was a jolly adventure nonetheless. We all had a good time. Now, where are we actually going today? Let's have another go at this boss, shall we? Because yeah, since we last fought this lad, I've remembered / learned that in Elden Ring it's the same as previous games, and the more summons you bring in, the more health the boss has got. So let's just try taking him on without any summons and see how we get on. Now, are you actually getting around there? Or are you kind of stuck? Because that would help. Once again, we're making this boss fight look truly epic. Right up until the point where this method fails, and then... yeah. Nice bit of bleed damage, lovely. Took a while though, we need more arcane. Also I think we're missing with half our shots, which doesn't help. Or if we just pop him in the wing? Deals acceptable damage. But is this trick going to work once he stands up? Is the question.
That's a full ounce of cheese.
Is he even going to stand up? Or is he just stuck? Because I'll take it after the whipping that this guy gave us before. And that's the beautiful thing about playing the game 8 times, is I can totally cheese the heck out of bosses. Because we're going to fight him fairly at some point. We pretty much did with Lulu. So it doesn't really matter if I now cheese him on this one. On Little Annie Pants. Wonder if anyone will see my ghost and be like, what are they doing? Can you really get away with that? The answer, my friends, is yes. Because that's what we're doing. Have we staggered him? Now he's going to stand up, isn't he? Yep, here he comes. Watch as he now one-shots us. Nope, we got him. Well cheesed, everybody. And I've got a sword we're not going to use. And a bunch of levels. Well, a bunch of runes. That we will use. So that's nice. But yeah, maybe 20 arcane might be useful in the long run. Are we that low on arrows, really? I thought we had like 600 in storage. But I guess not. My bad. Let's go see what Carle has to say. We're going to make this lad rich by the end of the playthrough. Carle, my man, we're back. You know what we want.
Always a
Every time we leave, he just starts frantically making new arrows. Just stack after stack of the buggers. And Gelmir awaits. Well, Altus, but feels more like Gelmir. The map suggests it's more like Gelmir. Should we try and fight the big old dragon that just drops out of the sky? It's probably not a good idea. It does seem a bit non-cowardly, but maybe we'll give it a go. I feel like staying underneath it is going to help. Okay, maybe not. No, has it buggered off again? It has. I guess it drops out of the sky every time. Fair enough. We'll leave you to it for now, dragon friend. I'm sure you've got business to attend to, as we have. Maybe that wolf can take it for us. But now the old Lux ruins, and therefore friend Raya will be nearby. Let's take Raya's hand.
I will pray.
This is the way. Now let's see what Lady Tanith has to say for herself.
Brave, I am Tan Rias, a warrior.
perhaps
Yep,
you
Will you
same
do
old
what I
stuff.
accept, Rise?
What's this message say? Ah, turn back. Dialos? No, we won't be needing that chair. We're Dialos now. The tale of House Annie is told in arrows to the face. Patches? No, he's also dead. It wasn't my intention for Annie to become the NPC killer. But, yeah. Gostok's dead. She has murked more NPCs than anyone. The cheeky minx that she is. Now, should we have a swing at old Scarab friend? On our way past? Yeah, we'll grab a golden seed while we're here. That's always welcome. Now, Scarab should be coming back around over this way somewhere, maybe? Oh yeah, I forgot it all stuts like heck around Gelmir. Loading in a new area, maybe? There we go, through and through. That is an archery one, I think, so that could actually be handy. But now let's stagger our way down to the old map marker. Alright, steady on. Jesus Christ, these hands are the dirt worst. Yep, look at that. That is just utter nonsense. But we got our map marker, so that's the main thing.